there's a disconnect between people who aren't of colour. Even some people of colour don't get the blurred lines.
The only way that I can find strength to get through every day, to get through the microaggressions, to get through just outright racism, is finding that strength within.
I feel I've always sort of tried to fit what everyone else liked and how everyone else wanted me to look. To be honest, I just gave up and just started embracing who I was because, yeah, it's me.
(1978), the year the poem Still I Rise by Maya Angelou was published, and the thoughts, feelings, capabilities and mindset of Black women were changed forever. We became more resilient. We realised how phenomenal we are, and in turn it changed our productivity and belief in ourselves. But that was over 40 years ago. Fast forwarding to the present day, we see women on their own journeys. We see women who raise families, teach nations, and build successful companies from the ground up, all on their own. These women are celebrated as they should, for taking on a task that could potentially change the world is no easy feat, especially when being done alone. But let's look at a different story. In present day, a lot of women struggle to cope with the idea of beauty, or should I say society's idea of beauty. These are often seen as insignificant, but they aren't, not to me. I struggle with them every day. I get told that maybe if I was slimmer, I might be more appealing. I get told that I'd be more successful in my industry if my skin wasn't so dark. I get told that maybe I'd be more attractive if I had some work done to enhance my features, or perhaps wear a bit more makeup. As a girl, I was told that I could be anything I wanted to be, as long as I'm determined and I worked hard. I grew up being taught to love everyone and to be my brother's keeper. But am I being loved? Who's meant to be my keeper when Black men are so proud to proclaim that they won't date me because I'm Black? We're all the same complexion, so what am I doing wrong? I get told that I'm beautiful for a Black girl, but why can't I just be beautiful? We've come so far as a human race, but it seems oppression is still very much alive in the society. We deal with sexism, colorism, racial profiling, stigma, and the list just goes on. But we dare not to speak out against it. If we do, we're seen as too loud or labelled the angry Black woman. If someone else does it, they're praised for their strength and courage for standing up to the man. But today, I say no more. I say to all the Black men who refuse to date me because I'm too outspoken, I'm not too loud, you're just too weak-minded. To all the naysayers who use my dark skin as a way to oppress me, my skin doesn't define who I am. And to all the people who have a problem with my hair, this is my crown, a symbol of my beauty and my queenship. You will not take this away from me. I am queen. I am the Black woman.
Being a Black woman to me, it means so many things. In one word, I'd say rich.
Just pure ancient magic.
I am a beautiful Black woman.
In courage, they're rich in knowledge, they're rich in pain, struggle, everything that you can imagine society puts on somebody, they've taken it upon themselves to make themselves rich in that and used it as their currency to be the great species that we are.
Being a Black woman essentially is the most amazing thing possible.
Stop worrying too much about how other people around you may look, because it's your journey and how you look.
I'm an actor, if you want to be politically correct. Dark-skinned women are the most frowned upon in our industry. And when I say frowned upon, it's either we are sexualized to be seen as this, how do I call it? Like our melanin is something of a sex symbol, or it's seen as a way to oppress us. There's no in between.
I still feel it's frowned upon in the sense when, you know, if a white person has this body shape, it's such a big deal, or they've got these lips, it's such a big deal, but when you're black and you've got it, it's a problem.
So you're saying, oh, this dark skinned girl, this, and then when it comes to the white girl, you want to say, oh, she's beautiful, look at her hair, look at the black girl should be wearing weave, blah, 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 blah. That's another story. And that's where I feel like a lot of black men don't realize how their words can be so hateful. And then when us, again, as black women want to speak up, we're seen as angry, we're seen as jealous, we're seen as, that's not the case. You need to understand that we as black women, we have a right to defend ourselves.
It's not my responsibility to make people love me. It's not my responsibility to make people, you know, want or care or treat me in a way that I'm worthy of. I need to hold the space for me and be comfortable in my skin and the light and radiance that I shine with, and know that I, in time, will find people that's loving and accepting of her.
There's a lot of ways to define black because we come in so many shades, but I personally have experienced on so many occasions missing roles because I'm too dark, missing roles because they saw somebody else who had one drop of black and said, they're black enough, that'll do.
As much as, you know, everyone is trying to be comfortable in their skin now, I still feel this is a time where we face the most issues in being black.
When I was younger, especially in my teens, I was really sad. I was going through a lot of depression and anxiety, but I had no one to talk to about it. And I didn't even understand it in myself because young people aren't allowed to get stressed because they haven't experienced enough life, which is absolute nonsense because it's just not true.
I see it everywhere. Everywhere I walk down the street and you see like a certain type of person that will look at you and be like, oh, you know, and it's like, just because of my skin, I shouldn't be sexualized. Just because of my skin, I shouldn't be seen as less than. But that's the way society is. And sadly, that's the way dark-skinned women have to live their lives every single day.
I used to dress in a way that would make me feel happy because I didn't feel it inside yet. But in doing that, it made me more comfortable and confident in who I was.
I really just started to just tell myself daily, you know, you love who you are, etc. And then eventually just stuck. I like my features. I feel we all have things we could possibly change about ourselves, but I feel good how I am.
Remain centered and know that you're yourself no matter what you look like.
There's certain things that we can think, there's certain things that we can feel, but it doesn't mean that you need to bring somebody down.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman. And as Muslims, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us to respect our women and to protect our women. And the only time a Muslim really gets real violent is when someone goes to molest his woman. We will kill you for our woman. I'm making it plain, yes. We will kill you for our woman. We believe that if the white man will do whatever is necessary to see that his woman gets respect and protection, then you and I will never be recognized as men until we stand up like men and place the same penalty over the head of anyone who puts his filthy hands out to put in the direction of our women.
You look at me like I'm unfamiliar, acting brand new like you never knew that you like them thick. I've been carrying this weight in the world beneath these braids, and I'm confused. Would you take the pain that came with all the parts you wanna claim for you. You want my thighs, you want my stride, but not this melanin. You want my hair, but you don't care for this complexion. I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman. Cornbread fed, sweet tea sipping, Nubian queen with the skin that glistens. I'm a black woman. 16 sitting on a cold floor in the corner after school. Recovering from your cover-up when you told me I wasn't right for you. It wasn't hard to believe, 'cause when I watch TV, I would never see a leading lady look like me. Familiar package with less pigment, I ain't ignorant, it's just reality. You want my thighs, you want my stride, but not this melanin. You want my hair, but you don't care for this complexion. Oh, I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman. Cornbread fed, sweet tea sipping, Nubian queen with the skin that glistens. I'm a black woman. The world tells me there is space for me if I cinch it up and I sew it in. The world tells me it'll all be mine with some lashes on and some lighter eyes. The world tells me it'll work for me if I let them do a little surgery. The world tells me it'll change for me with some longer nails and some lightning cream. But I'm a black woman. Lose myself to prove myself. 'Cause I'm a black woman. Too good to hide these. 'Cause I'm a black woman. 'Cause I'm a black woman.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise.
Where do you want me looking when I'm always?
Yeah, so I'll just walk up 1 minute.
See, I don't know what to do, but
I feel like I have an apple in my hand.
Let me just leave that tree alone.
Right, and where your phone is, put the plant there, let me see. Yeah. Shift the plant that way for me, please.
I want to plant in my shop.
Oh, get off, man.
I think it's important to understand that everyone, everywhere, has a story to tell. And I feel like this is as good a time as any for the story of the black woman to be told. The young black woman, but not by anyone else but the black woman. And that's why we wanted to do this project.